Whether you're someone who wants to start a small business or just taking control of your financial independence, it is important to have the proper mindset.
Absolutely. Real estate mogul and professional speaker Samantha Brookes is showing readers how to achieve just that in her new book called Cash is Queen, 11 Life-Altering Wealth Principles for Entrepreneurs and Trailblazers. And Samantha Brookes joins us now. Thank you so much for coming, first of all.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great title, Cash is Queen. Talk about that for a moment.
Well, you know, I figured it was time for me to kind of share some of my experience of running a business, because it was very successful in the first 4 years, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to miss anything that happened along the way.
Now, people are usually quite uncomfortable talking about money, particularly their money.
Yes.
But you believe knowledge is power. Talk about it.
It absolutely is. So what happens is, like, because we're so caught up in this, oh, I'm worried that people may say something, or they want to keep up with the Joneses or whatever, they're not comfortable talking about it. You have to actually elaborate, like tell people how you feel about it, because it shouldn't be really an emotional thing. It's more about the mindset, right? So money is more about your mindset, and that's why it's really, really important for you to talk about it.
So explain that mindset and how we should go about it.
So, okay, so having the right mindset is about positivity, right? So you have to like project and visualize exactly what it is that you want in your life. And so I actually mentioned that in the book. I didn't just wake up one morning and say, okay, this is what I have to do. I knew all along that I had to do something where I was going to become very successful. But the turning point for me was when I knew that I could no longer be in the situation that I was in my home environment. Mm-hmm. And so I had to change. Like, it came to that point where my life needed to change. And so now it was time for me to take the necessary steps, and it talks about that in the book too as well, to take action to actually get to that next point.
And that's the question, how? Because so much of this book, it's interesting because I almost take it as a reset button for your life.
It totally is. You know, it was 2014 when I did my reset, but it was 2013 when I realized it needed to happen. So there was a lot of research, a lot of time spent in planning and building it out, and just making sure that I was actually going to be able to execute this, and going through the fundamental steps and just really taking in all the information that I was learning along the way. My mindset had to change, complete paradigm shift in order for me to get to where I was, where I am today.
And you talk about this in the book as well. When you change your mindset, when you're creating your vision, it needs to be tangible. You need to write it down. You need to see it. And we've heard this time and time again with regards to vision boards.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you write it down, it's actually like a contract to yourself, right? So you're committing to actually doing these things. You have to execute the actual plan in order for you to get to where you want to be. And so if you're not writing it down, you're basically just dreaming. Like, and that's fine, but better to write it down than you have actions and steps in order for you to get there.
And so much of this book, I find, is very motivational, very inspirational. But my question is, given all that, because you're obviously a very driven person.
Yes.
But with all of that, there are days, we all have days when it's just so tiring. It's so difficult to just get over that. If you're training for something, you're running a business or whatever it might be, how do you get out of that rut? What is the thing that you do to snap yourself out to get back on the track that you need?
I'm not going to lie to you. I do sleep in sometimes because I do get tired. But at the same time, I know that if I sleep in too long or I'm not productive in that day, my money, it's going to affect my income. And so I don't have time to really sleep because I have a mouth to feed.
And people depend on you. Your daughter.
That's right. And so as a single mom and, mother to my daughter, I actually have to get up every morning. I don't have a choice.
In the book, you also offer a lot of advice to entrepreneurs, small business owners, and you talk about the importance of networking. But some people find the idea of it, or even when they're beginning, so challenging, particularly when they're working from home.
That's correct. And that's, it started off like that for me too as well. I used to work from home and I didn't get out and network, but you limit yourself. You limit your opportunities. When you network, you don't know what's actually out there. I love meeting people now. And for a lot of years while I was going through my transitional period, I stopped networking and I regret it. Because this year I started doing it again, and I have met so many amazing people, and I have so many opportunities in front of me to the point where now we're like, about to build something even greater than I could have ever imagined because I met the right people.
And it's also, don't you find the value that you put on mentors?
Yeah.
And also another meditation. That's an important one that you discuss.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have somebody to mentor you, really, because you don't really know. Sometimes you're like falling off a little bit and you just need that little inspirational kick, and your mentor can do that for you, kind of keep you on track. And, you know, for the second part, like, I don't know. I'm really passionate about it, so it's like, you know.
You can find the meditation, it could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, the meditation I did for, I went on a fast. It was more so a fast for 11 days. No eating, lots of meditating.
What was that like?
It was death. I thought I was dying. I thought my kidneys were falling out, but I drank a lot of water. But it was good because at the end of it, lots of things started to happen. I had clarity, I had so much energy, and I was able to actually accomplish so much more in such a short matter of time. So.
Samantha's book, Cash is Queen, is available today. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We'll take a short break here on The Morning Show. Thank you.